Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 48. We're currently playing as Kaiser Ulrich the Great of the Holy Roman Empire. He's quite an exceptional individual. And he's the son of King Ludolf the Great, who himself was the son of King Otto, our original character. We just finished having a lovely little feast to try and get our vassals on side to pass our crown authority laws. So let's just get that started. We also have a truce which is going to be running out with this guy, Duke Halori the Unready. He certainly was. In a few months. In June of this year, I believe. He owns some provinces over here that we don't care about, and the one that we actually care about, which is Fürstenberg. And as usual, we are getting a lot of messages about people swapping their votes around. And some technology. I would like economy. Nope, I think they gave us military. That's alright, military's still pretty good. We can always use some more military. Just to save it up though, but economy would have been very nice because then I could have done the improved keeps thing. Yeah, this is going to happen constantly for some time. It's another reason to get rid of the elective succession in the first place. To stop getting messages about the people changing their damned votes. Oh yeah, this is gonna happen constantly. These factions are going away though. We're not going to get rid of the independence faction, but it's only this woman. No one cares. Yes, so we're just waiting on June to pop up, specifically the 13th of June. Unlucky for some, and there's our 60-day warning. We will keep that up this time, just to keep track of it. I mean, we already know when the date is and all that sort of stuff, but, you know. I would like to cancel it telling me when people are changing their votes, but it's also important to keep track of who's voting for who. Or, you know, how many people are voting for you. That being said, if it comes to the point where your heir is not the elected, you know, heir, it'll pop up that little succession warning up here somewhere. But I still like to keep track of it. Just in case. You can never really be too sure, I guess. And after we deal with this province here of Fürstenberg, I believe, because we still have a truce with Burgundy for some time. Yes, for another 2 years, or 1.5 after we deal with this. However, she, when I find one of her provinces, no bugger it, we'll do it the easy way. She's involved in some wars that she's going to lose. She's fighting against the Venetian for the city of Trieste or something. That's a very minor Venetian war that he's got because he's got a trade post. Probably in Nice? No. Oh, no, it'll be over here. This one. So what the Venetian is doing is he's attacking their province in Istria to get this city. Because he has a trade post there. Which is fine. They do that. And what we'll do when we take Istria eventually is we'll just get rid of him. Like, we'll use it as an excuse to go to war with Venice. Excuse me. 12 days, 10, 9, 8. But anyway, as we were saying, she also has a war with Italy, which she is losing. And a war against Aquitaine, which she is losing even faster now. Because the West Francian is in on her side. Oh, that's odd. She shouldn't be losing it if the West Francian is in on her side. Whatever. Anyway, that truce is almost over. Let's start our move. Just to, you know, get in on it. Yep, truce is gone. So now we're just going to wait until almost the 1st of the month. And then declare war on this loser. And it'll be a de jure claim because this guy, while he's a vassal, well, we don't get anything from it really. We probably get a bonus suppressing his claim anyway, but I'd rather just gain the county and distribute it to someone. I think. Did this guy control anything else? He controls Schwaben. Where's Schwaben? It's this one down here. You know, we might as well do the actual claim. It'll make him like us more. And if he isn't already voting for us, he'll vote for us. Yeah, we'll do that one. And let's just get that done. Could call in any one of our 4 amazing allies, but we're not going to because we really do not need them. I mean, if it came down to it, we might, call in the West Francian so that he could take these provinces for us. But again, we don't need to. If we could capture him, that'd be even better. We didn't capture him, but we did get 45% war score. And now we're going to occupy that place in almost no time. We might have to just hold on to it for a while. This might be a long war because I don't want to trek all the way across France to get to Brittany. Oh, this is interesting. England formed. Yeah, they must have managed to get enough counties to form the Kingdom of England. And Wales as well. That's pretty interesting. So, yeah, England is finally getting itself together, basically. I mean, Scotland had it going on for a while there, but the Vikings and Norse must have been causing England some problems. Yeah, so after this, assuming it doesn't take too long, and, if it takes too long, then we'll be declaring on Burgundy again. Probably for what? What can we actually declare on Burgundy for? Let's have a look at that. We can't do it now because, truce breaker. We've got a claim on that province for some guy that we don't care about. A claim on that province up there for some guy we don't care about. These people, we don't care about these people. At all. This one we kind of do. He's one of my dukes. The Duke of Gelrea, and he has claims on something up here, and apparently part of Luxembourg? For some reason, Westfryland, which is this little peninsula string of islands here, must have one of the holdings in Luxembourg under its auspices. We'll check that out in a while. We also have de jure claims on Breda, Holland, Istria down here, Julich, which is that one there. Ah, yep. Clèves, Crane, which is down here. Cantan, which is also down there. We've got a lot of de jure claims on places. And we've also got claims that we could press for this guy and this guy. Oh, really? It's part of Brabant? Oh, yeah, right, because we technically own this little part here, don't we? I had completely forgotten about that. Awesome. Wow. Excuse me. We probably don't have anybody that we care about here. Maybe we'll press for claim on Breda, but it's kind of awkward. I'd rather get more of our land together, like down here, sort of thing. Because that is still part of Burgundy, despite it looking like part of Italy. Now, I was going to check this out. Yeah, see? Right here. The Barony of Arlon is part of Burgundy, and it must be beholden to Westfryland up here. Let's check that out, actually. This one? Yeah. Her liege is the Count of Westfryland. That's interesting. I don't know how well that would go for us. It'd be kind of strange. But in the event that this war doesn't go on for too long, well, we always have some pagans to kick around. Good fun. Oh, now this is intriguing. Have they converted? No. That's odd. It's no longer... Yeah, it's no longer Conagata, it's Ruthenia now. Ah, because King Stargate the Bold here isn't Norse, he's Russian. Whereas the King of Gardariki up here will still be Norse. If he turns into Russian, or his heir becomes Russian or something, I believe Gardariki becomes something else. Rus, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. It was Rus the Empire. No, Russia is the entire empire. It must be Rus, because I know there's a kingdom called Rus. Very interesting. So what can we do while we're waiting for, you know, these sieges to do their things? Oh, we no longer have to monitor Duke Halori here. We were monitoring him in case he died or something. But we don't have to do that anymore. Once we finish this war, we won't care about him for some time. There's a host war going on. Here it is. These guys here, the army of Hesso, Herman. Yeah, Herman's host. He has a claim on La Phrygia that he is trying to press. Well, good on him. I mean, I'd prefer it if he didn't, because he's a von Babenberg and not related to me in any way, shape or form. Whereas the current king of La Phrygia is my son-in-law, and he's got an heir who is my grandson. So yeah. We can't even assassinate him. I don't know if we could offer to join. Oh, we totally could. We might do that, because I'm not too sure if the Lotharingian has the men to repel an army of that size. This woman wants to kill Duke Johann of Brunswick, who is my nephew. Now, she doesn't like me, and she's a foreigner. But she is married to a Littlefinger. Yeah, we're just gonna tell her to end the plot, because all of her heirs are Littlefingers. So thank you, Spymaster, for finding that particular plot. Okay, that's the Siege of Furstenberg done. How about peace, buddy? Nope. Alright, well, I guess we'll just take the, Bishopric of Hersau and the Barony of Zollern. It was just a message telling us that, yes, she agrees that her plotting was ill-timed and misfought, etc. Looks like we've got some... Oh no, that's for... It says Thuringia because this guy that we're at war with is technically the Duke of Thuringia. Despite Thuringia being here, we haven't taken the title off him yet. We probably should just usurp it and give it out to somebody. We can't usurp it at the moment because he's at war. But after this, we'll probably take it and give it to somebody. Really like these votes to go ahead. Oh, somebody just voted for me! Ah, Humbert of the Tyrol Revolt. Alright. I need 14 or so more votes. Bugger if I know where I'm going to get them from. But yeah, if we take this province and then take this guy's Duke of Thuringia title, which we'll do, then we'll stop him from having a vote. Because currently, you can see, he has a say in everything. We don't want him to have a say in everything. Why would we? He's technically one of our enemies. It's bizarre. We're going to have a revolt risk in Oberbayern. Yep, 4% revolt risk. That's alright. We can probably just deal with that. I might build a keep in Nuremberg. Yep, that's what I'll do. We're basically at the... Well, not at the retinue cap. I believe we still need to get another unit of skirmishers, just to even up the forces. I'm having one of those moments where you want to sneeze, but it's taking a bit of time coming. And it just passed, okay. Expect a sneeze in a few moments. I'll try and mute the microphone, but hey, no guarantees. Huh, what do you know? Some of our priests like us more than, the main man in Rome. It's good. It's always good. This is annoying. We'll have 0.1 morale at this place. Doesn't matter. We'll take it in a moment. Pop. There we go. It's a bit of gold. Very nice. Still won't take peace. Alright, sure. Let me just quickly check on this. Yeah, we needed another skirmish retinue. So let's get those guys now, can we? Yes, we can totally afford that. Let's just buy that really quickly. Thank you. This woman wants to see Prince Lothar of the Holy Roman Empire dead. Her husband. She's outraged by the succession law change. She also really dislikes my husband. Oh, not my husband. Wow. My son. Because rivals or something. And he legitimized a bastard or something like that. Does he... He's got grandchildren. He doesn't care about her. So let's lock her up. Done. And he won't dislike us for that at all. He is outraged by the succession law change, but he's got so many positive modifiers against us, so it doesn't matter. Now I wonder if she's releasable. Hold the phone. We apparently have a guy in prison who is the king of Italy. This baffles me. I have no idea when this happened. I'm not sure if he was just a guy that we had in prison who... Wow. I'm not sure if he was a guy who we had in prison who has just become the king of Italy. Let's have a look. History. Let's see. Well, he's a Carling, right? He's a Carling? Yeah. Yeah, so what's happened here is this guy was king of Italy, but then somebody must have pressed the claim for this guy, and he's in jail. Well, he won't take a vassalization offer. We could release him, we could execute him, which doesn't give us a negative opinion with our lords, it gives us a negative opinion with the Italian lords, and costs us a bit of piety. Or we could ransom him for 250 gold, but he can't afford that, can he? And probably won't be able to afford that, so let's just keep him in prison, because while he's there, he can't really do much. Like, in the way of declaring wars or anything, because he's under a regency. And, he's in prison. I'm very surprised by that, to be quite honest. I didn't expect that, and just opening that up and seeing the gold ring around the dude's portrait, I don't know, it's just a little odd. Okay, so if we release her, we won't get an opinion boost. And we could ransom her for 10 gold, but we're not going to because she hates us, she hates her husband, she hates everybody. She's just a hater, and we all know that haters are just gonna hate. Excuse me. Waxing lyrical about hating always gets me emotional. Oh. Anyway, we might ransom that Italian king back just for the 250 gold, because that is a hell of a lot of money. Like, it really is. It's a lot of money. Alright, these guys are together. Wonderful. I'm very surprised by it. Not the amount of money, I mean, that's standard ransom for a king, but by the fact that we've got him in prison. I mean, really? Sort of thing? Wonder if he'll let us educate one of his children. I don't think so. No, he won't accept the offer anyway because the child would be hostage in a foreign power. We could send him a gift to raise his opinion of us. But no, we're not going to do that. Who's his heir? His heir likes us a little bit. If we execute his dad, he'll hate us. Yeah, that's just bizarre. I'm gonna keep a hold of him, just to stop him from getting involved in any wars. That explains why the Italian war is going badly, though, because it's no longer Italy at war with Burgundy, and of note, Burgundy has somehow gained the kingdom of Aquitaine. It's this duke at war with Burgundy. I guess the forces of Burgundy must have, well, won. I mean, the forces of Aquitaine must have won. So that's going to be somewhat irritating. Because now Burgundy owns a lot more land that we're going to have to deal with. We do have the ability to just straight up go to war with them, though. See? But he is an ally again. Really irritating. Ah, well. I wonder, who does he have as allies? The King of West Francia, who only likes us a little bit more, so he probably wouldn't get involved, and nobody else. But I don't think we have too many casus belli against... We can't check them because, you know, he's imprisoned by us, so we can't declare war on him. We dragged this woman out. Can we ransom her? Yep, for 10 gold. Done. How about some peace? Yep, he's lost the war. Lovely. And we can just move our guys out. Up to the eastern regions of Europe. There we go. Wonderful. So now this is owned by this guy. No problems. I think we've got another vote at some point for our crown authority. Okay, well, we're going to hold on to that king guy, the King of Italy. Just for a little bit. Until we're ready to declare war on Italy, we're not going to release him. Or, you know, we can't ransom him because he doesn't have the money. Which is honestly kind of annoying, because he's not going to get that money very quickly. And it's not like we can get somebody else to pay for him. He's the king. He's expected to pay for himself. However, if he asks for more suitable accommodation, we'll just give him house arrest because I don't want him to die. Not yet. But, thinking about this... If we executed him, that would bring this guy into leading the place. He's a pretty capable military commander, but he is terrible at everything else. He's average at diplomacy. He's gluttonous, he's envious, he's greedy, so he'd get money. He's gregarious, so vassals would like him a bit more. But people in general should not like this guy when he becomes their ruler. Yeah, so what we'll do, we're going to hang on to the king until we're ready to declare war on Italy, which, let me just check the diplomatic relations. Yeah, we don't seem to have any real claims on Italy. Just mousing around here. We've got this embargo bullshit, which doesn't actually work for us, it's a bug. Yeah, so we're not going to be declaring on them for that sort of stuff. So let's set our Chancellor to fabricate claims instead of whatever he was doing. and fabricate claims on Treviso because it's right next door. And because of that, we want to keep a bit of money just lying around. About 200 gold. Because it will cost us about 150-ish to, you know, fabricate that claim. We were also going to usurp this guy's duchy, which would cost us 100, so we'll just hold on to that for the moment. I need to take a look at the buildings in Oberbayern and figure out how to reinforce them and make them harder to conquer if the county would be sieged. The buildings did not inspire me in any way, but I have a friend who is excellent at these kind of things. What am I waiting for? A siege? Just ask. Or maybe a new watchtower. Or a defensive wall. I'll think of something. So, one, we go to Bishop Ludwig, our friend, and ask him what he thinks. And the other one is to just gain 10 prestige. So let's ask the bishop what he thinks. While we engage in, you know, rampant warfare and cultural hegemony and, you know, religious strife. Maybe if I get rid of the Duke Thuringia, it'll help out with that voting. I don't know. Okay, 13th of February. This will be a nice Valentine's Day present for these pagans. Let's just get that war declared. Who does she have as allies? King of Poland. King of Poland isn't really a threat anymore. We are technically holding one of her people prisoner. And yeah, it's just a straight up de jure claim. Not really, you know, too big on the grand scheme of things. There's nothing we can do about the buildings except tear them down and use the salvageable material from them to build new houses with better fortifications. This is how I picture it. With Bishop Ludwig's ideas and the material we managed to salvage, the new buildings will really outshine the old ones. Thank you, Bishop Ludwig. I gain +1 stewardship. We get minus 0.2% build costs for 4 years in Oberbayern and a 20% less build time. That's exceptional. If only we could build something. If we could ransom the dude off, we would totally build, like, the increased jousting lists or something like that. But, you know, it's a very nice bonus. And the +1 stewardship by itself is wonderful. That should get us more money. It should get us more... Well, it doesn't get us more demands because it doesn't shove us over a limit, but it's good. It's very good. I would like this improved diplomacy thing to fire, but it's really too late in my guy's lifespan to care too much about his stats. Really, really it is. So let's just do these sieges. Nice and simple. Duke of Franconia is founding factions again. Whatever. What are these guys by rank? A lot of these people just aren't part of our, you know, rulership, so they don't care. But most of these dukes, actually all of these dukes, aren't ours. They're, you know, the King of Lotharingia's. And if he's not voting at that much opinion, then I can't get him to vote. Some son-in-law. This guy, what's he? He's Slavic, he's got 2 allies. Is he involved in a war already? Yeah, he is. This would have to be a holy war for him. And we'd have to raise up levies to deal with it because our current guys are up here besieging the Duchy of Pomerania's remaining holding. I doubt the King of Hungary would get involved. He's dealing with a bit of a revolt. A few revolts, actually. We have a weak claim we could press on the Duchy of Carinthia. It's for this guy. It wouldn't really get us anything. And we'd be declaring war on an ally. Wait. Would we? Yeah, he's an ally. Why isn't he... Why aren't I listed as one of his allies? Let me check something. Yeah, the King of Burgundy here. He's my daughter's brother-in-law. Can I assassinate him? Nope. God damn it. Ah, well. It's alright. We just have to, deal with it. At least they're not Carlings, right? There's just 2 Carlings left. Italy and France. West France here. The church wants to organize a miracle play for a local saint in our demesnes. They seem to feel that it should fall on our shoulders to pay for it. It is for the glory of God, minus 40 gold, plus 10 piety, or if the church wants it, the church can pay for it. This guy dislikes us a fair amount. It's fine. 40 gold is nothing to me at this stage, it's a couple of months. And while the extra piety isn't really important at this stage, we can, always use a bit. My daughter is concerned that she's not married. Yeah, I'll find her someone nice. Well, ideally I'll find her someone nice in her own age group. Come on. Here we are. So most of these would give us alliances because, he is or she is my daughter. But none of these places are really big. I mean, maybe this guy, the Prince of Italy, but he's a Carling and we wouldn't be able to get it matrilineal because he's heir to the entire kingdom. And I don't want to be allies with them because I have plans on attacking them. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's see if there's an old dude who'll give us a decent alliance. The Count of Guines, which is the Duchy of Flanders. Count of Gelre, Count of Whirl. Yeah, this is not going too great for us. We don't care about getting alliances with counts. Oh, this one isn't too bad. The Count of Altmark and the Duke of Brandenburg, they are our vassals, but it's just something to do. Won't accept it matrilineally. We'll take a bit of a prestige hit, but, fine. Just get him married off. And he's old enough so that they may not actually produce children, which would be fine by me because it's not a matrilineal marriage. So children would be of his dynasty and not mine. Wonderful. More factions popping up, but they're tiny. So don't care. This one really does hate me, doesn't she? We could get her murdered really easily, but, when she dies, this guy is going to take over, and he's kind of cool. He's a Littlefinger. He has to be cool. It's a law. It's written into the laws of the universe that anybody with the last name of Littlefinger is automatically cool. Especially if they're bald and have a kind of double chin thing going on. This siege is taking a while because they've got a lot of troops there. Probably because they're pagans. I mean, they don't have a lot of build-up sort of stuff there, but, pagan sort of thing. What percentage chance do we have? 17. And we've lost our court chaplain. So let's hire this guy because he's the best man for the job. And now he's even better at it. And he should be proselytizing somewhere if I remember right. Yes, in this county over here, Marienburg. Sorted. How's that rebellion risk? It's gone. Wonderful. Yeah, if I could get a bit more money, that'd be wonderful, but I don't think we'll get enough to take advantage of that build time thing. Still can't afford his ransom? Nope. Well, you better get some money. And because he's in our court, we've got a message that this guy has declared a conquest on him for Ancona. Ancona. Which is... I don't know. It's really hard to see this sometimes when you've got to zoom right the fuck in. Oh, you know what? We do have this thing down here where we can just type it in. Oops. Assuming we get it right. And find the county of Ancona. It is this one right here. It's also a duchy. There we are. The duchy of Ancona. But the conquest should be just for this province here. Because that's what pagan conquests... Well, it's not pagan conquest because he's a Catholic. So, bugger if I know. We just finished building the keep in Nuremberg. So that's cool. Have a bit more men out of that. Our truce is expiring with this woman, but that doesn't matter because she is no longer Queen of Burgundy. So let's just get rid of that message. And we're going to usurp the Duchy of Thuringia now, because we're almost at 300 gold. Done. We do not want to hold on to that, because it will give us penalties. Opinion penalties. So let's look at where Thuringia is. It's this place here. So one of these two guys should get the ducal title. Not him, because he's already Duke of Brunswick. We'll give it to this guy. The Count of Nassau. Well, I say that. Ah, there it is. The Duchy of Thuringia. Will also include part of Swabia, apparently. Doesn't matter. There we go. Maybe now he'll vote for... Oh no, he might have already had a vote, and we've just... He may have already been voting for us, and we've just increased his, you know, votability, basically. And yeah, you can still see here that these people don't understand what their go is. We can't create Estegom, or we can't usurp Estegom or Pomerania because they're currently involved in wars. We could create Swabia, Holstein, Silesia, Mecklenburg, Bohemia, or Nitra, but we're not going to. For the moment, if we need a quick boost here, because while that will increase the total number of votes that are available by, you know, the 5 points that the duchy is worth. Actually, will it? It might increase it by 3 because the count would already have 2. I don't know how much it will increase the total number of votes required or available by. But if we keep on creating titles and those guys always vote for us, we'll eventually, by, you know, just increasing both of these, we'll eventually get above 50%. And the Pope has sent us some money for waging war on the poor, innocent pagans. So let's use that money to buy something, because we're now at 400, which is 200 over where we wanted to be. Alright, we're going to spend a little bit more than we anticipated, but that's alright because we make so much money every month. And if we really, really need a lot of money fast, we can just borrow money from the Jews. and wait a couple of months for that 50 gold to roll in, and then pay them back. You know, assuming we didn't spend the 300 gold, which we probably would do. You've lost this war. I can tell you that right now. You've lost it. Give up. There's some nice money, and we've successfully dragged this woman out. You worth anything? Nope. Alright. Jail it is. So, how you feeling? Yeah, yep, Wow, that's amazing. At 35%, an opposite religion person will actually completely surrender to me. That's rare. Usually they hold out as long as they can, just to be, dicks about it. Alright, so once again we're over our limit. These places are probably... Actually, are these places held by Slavs? Yep. So, I'd actually like this guy to own that county so he can form that duchy all by himself. That'll be fine. So let's give him Stolp. That's a lovely name. Stolp. Done. And yep, that's all fine. Wonderful. Okay, who next? Who next, my friends? That's a question which occupies our race. I'm thinking Poland. I'm really thinking Poland. Who are your allies? The King of Hungary. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Hungary is having a lot of issues. Okay, so it would be a holy war. And you're remover, which means these guys up here can join in and they're just completely unimportant. And we either do Lesser Poland or Greater Poland. I think Greater Poland will give us a bit more unity in our realm, in that we get rid of this tongue of land here and then we just take out the Sorbian. Done. So we'll come in here and take this place first. And don't get me wrong, these are very significant holdings. Most of them have at least 1,000 guys in them, if not more. But, you know, whatever. We can't be too fussed about war. Or, you know, guys involved in war. We are taking a bit of monthly expenditure because we lost some of our dudes. And as expected, that count guy has become a duke. Good on him. That's what I wanted him to do. And hopefully, he will start converting Stolp all by itself. While we besiege places. We have another bastard child from Isentrude here. Adela. What? We're Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire. We might be 67, but you can't expect us to go around with just one wife. Come on. The Muslims get to have multiple, wives, and the pagans get to take concubines. I should be allowed to have, multiple lovers of some kind. Our steward gives us 100 gold. Our steward approves. Excellent. It's only fair that we, as a mighty, bald, double-chinned individual of House Littlefinger, should get several women. That's how it is. He claims. We'll also have to go to war with Denmark over here at some point, just for this little place there. Though we don't have... We do actually have a claim on it with our son-in-law. But, yeah, his stuff doesn't really go anywhere. We'd have to give him... Actually, no, he's already the Count of Altmark, so if we did take that place for him, which we can't at the moment because we have a truce with the Danish king for another 2 years. But we'll consider it because it'll give us a little bit more... Like, it'll get rid of this Danish province just sitting there in the middle of nowhere. Hang on, we got another... somebody died and then somebody else voted for our Crown Authority law. Hannah is asking for more suitable accommodations. No. How's the king going, by the way? Hope he's being entertained. He spent some money on something, apparently. It's a little odd. Well, we'll finish this holy war up, and we'll probably have to do that next episode, because we've got about 10 minutes left, I want to say. The King of Hungary's joined in, but I don't anticipate much in the way of stuff from him. And the Chief of Torquay as well, which is completely useless. Probably a few more guys. Yeah, quite a number have actually joined into the war as, remover guys. Or remover. However that is. But it doesn't really matter. We've honestly got this. He's leading troops in Plock, though. Where is Plock? This one here. So he's actually trying to deal with his rebellion. We might just head on over there at some point, after we finish taking this province. Just to be like, hey, I heard you were having problems with a rebellion. Let us help out. Oh, sorry about that sword in your head. We're very proactive. People up here in Stolp are converting to Catholicism, which is good for us. Let's have a look at the religion map. Okay, so these guys have apparently converted to Catholic as well. It's kind of a pain when they do that. I mean, I know we wanted to have a lot of people get away from being Norse, because Norse is always a problem for us if we go to war with a Norse guy. But having them become Catholic means we need to fabricate claims and, do sort of shady political shit instead of just war, let's go. It's alright, though. It's alright. Can fabricate claims quite nicely. Anyway, yeah, after we finish beating up the pagans, and hopefully our Chancellor by that point will have a Casus Belli for us against the King of Italy, like a decent one for this province here, because if we take that province there, well, we'll have one part of Verona. So we'll go from there and we'll get like another part of Verona at some point, and we'll just continue on like that, and it'll be our first steps towards taking Italy. Nice and slowly, but, we'll get there. Slowly. This woman wants to kill the Duchess of Brandenburg. Who is my kinswoman, so you can stop that shit right now. Does she have one of my prisoners? Apparently I can ask her to ransom a prisoner, that's weird. One of these factions disbanded, but honestly, look at this. They're all single percentile factions. They don't matter at this stage. Wonderful. Now, let's find out. Oh, she's imprisoned? What? No, she's not. I have no idea what's going on there. It's just strange. Yeah, so if we can take this peninsula here, I don't actually know what the peninsula is called, like, geographically, but if we can take that there and maybe some of Shalland. Hell, if we can take the kingdom, that would be the Kingdom of Denmark for us. That'd be enough for us to claim that title. That'll be either a nice stepping stone into Scandinavia. Apparently the Norwegians are having a bit of an issue there, though this is only like 5 provinces up here. These are huge provinces and they take forever to move between. But yeah, that'll be a stepping stone up into Norway, and from there down to Finland and all the rest of Scandinavia. And we don't want to go past, what was it, this line here. So yeah, we would stop at getting the Kingdom of Finland. And we wouldn't form the Empire of Scandinavia. We can hold multiple empire titles, but we wouldn't. Because then we stop them integrating into the Holy Roman Empire and all that sort of stuff. And it's better to have, don't try and kill your relatives. It's better to have everything under one major title, I believe. There was a nerf / patch at some point which made it so that that was just a lot better. Our steward has some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. Costs 20 gold, improves economy spread rate by 100% in Oberbayern. Or, not worth it. It's worth it. Like L'Oreal. So, they now have economy spread rate increase. Which means castle infrastructure is building faster, as is trade practices, which we don't care about, and construction. Now, if we sent our steward there to help out, by researching economy tech, that would be an extra 80%. I don't think it's worth it. Excuse me, that's where we wanted to go. Except I've worked out that we do actually have enough economy tech points to go for improved keeps. But it's not worth it to send the steward there because he's only progressing 3 things, most of which we actually don't care about. Like, construction's nice, but it's not very important. It's just build time and build cost. Reductions. Trade practices has things to do with trade posts, which don't matter for us. Same with trade value. We're not a trading nation, and it increases ports, which don't matter in Oberbayern. Church infrastructure. It's nice, but it's for the churches. So let's get improved keeps. And we're actually going to purchase some castle fortifications in both places. Just to spend money and to get that sort of stuff going. It's good fun. I am recording... Oh, now we've got a new Duke of Brunswick. Doesn't matter, he likes us a lot. That's cool. And he's one of my relatives. Excellent. He's a bit depressed though. He does have an heir which is not... we married our granddaughter to another lot, I think. I guess that's alright. Get rid of all that. Yeah, I am recording this on, say, Friday? Yeah, it's Friday today. But it won't go up maybe for another week or something, because I'm actually getting quite a backlog if I'm only putting up 1 video a day and, you know, making 2 every day, which is what I'm doing. We grab this guy. He's the heir to the Duchy of Greater Poland. Let's see if he's giving us anything. He isn't. So let's ransom in for 46 gold. But yeah, as I was saying, I make 2 videos a day for Crusader Kings, and only put 1 up because it takes forever to upload a video of this length on, you know, Australian internet. Wonderful. So I am building up quite a backlog just sitting around there. And money from our steward. This is amazing. We're getting so much cash. It's beautiful. Let's celebrate with building some more castle fortifications around the place. But yeah, so this is probably going to go up sometime next week. So by the time this goes up, the Death Watch session, which is tomorrow, will have concluded. And I'm expecting it to be kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to it, to be quite honest. My merry band of Space Marines are going to be fighting Dark Eldar, though they don't know that. They think they'll be fighting Necrons. So it's going to be a massive display of trying to prevent them from working out that they're fighting Dark Eldar until maybe the last hour of the session. Should be entertaining. They go for that sort of thing, apparently. People are dying under suspicious circumstances. Wonderful. Don't kill your kinsman and be found out about it. Yeah, this war is not going to end very swiftly, I fear. I mean, we're quite quickly besieging these places down, but he won't accept an offer of peace until we force it on him, I think, because he has so many people backing him. He's still in Plock. Yeah, he must be besieging that place, so let's let this siege run down. New Pope. Pope Gelasius II has been replaced by Pope Paul II, who likes us because we share a lot of traits. We share the scholar trait, we share the gregarious trait, we share the brave trait, and we share the kind trait. Very nice. We could request 422 gold off him and he would maybe give it to us, but that would reduce his opinion by 50 points. And I'd rather sit around and have him be all like, hey, you know what? That guy's fighting those heathens pretty well and send us 200 gold constantly, sort of thing. That would be better. This law change is really pissing me off. We're going to have to... Okay, we're going to pay people money now. So... I don't think any of these guys will give it up very easily. And we don't need a lot of them. We just need... How much does a count give us? A count gives us maybe 2 votes per county that they hold. So we only need 4 counts. So let's just start splashing around some money to places which are in our area, of course. Which not a lot of these are, honestly. That may be why we're having trouble. A lot of these people aren't actually in our land, and that's why we're probably having trouble they're not in our realm. That's probably why we're having trouble with getting them to vote for us. But that's alright. It's kind of annoying, to be honest, but it's alright. We can get over that. Pretty sure Bamberg's in our realm, and this guy... Yeah, we're boosting opinions fairly nicely here. Let's just try one more and we'll just see how it goes. If we can find one more person who I think is in our realm, I'm pretty sure Oldenburg is, so let's give this guy some cash. Alright, let's see how that goes. And we're still at almost 200 gold. It's wonderful. Come on! I pay you good money to vote. Ah, you fucking assholes. You fucking assholes taking my money and running. Good thing that Steward is so good that he just makes money out of nowhere. Very good. We are somewhat neglecting our other holdings, I've got to admit, in favour of Bavaria. But, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with neglecting Holstein, I'm fine with neglecting Stettin. What else do we have? Plauen and Weimar. We could build castle towns. Yeah, you know what? We're probably going to hold on to this place for some time, so we'll build castle towns in both of these places. We can't build one here, we don't have enough money. Of course. Okay, well, it's getting on to be that time again, and I'm feeling like I'd like to go and eat lunch, because I'm doing this before lunch, and, well, I'm hungry. Castle fortifications were built in Andex and Munchen. Excellent, so now Munchen has a fort level of 5, which is exceptional. It also has, you know, close to 3,000 guys in it, 1,800 of which we can raise up. And one reason, I'll just cover this before we end the episode, one reason why we want to get the counties in the Bavarian Duchy, right there, is because of this modifier down here. You see how it says Capital Duchy plus 25% levies? That doesn't happen in the other ones. And of course in Oberbayern we get plus 50% because it's a capital county. So, because this is our main duchy and the capital of, you know, our empire slash kingdom, we get mad bonuses here. It's another reason why I would really like to get Kempten, which the Pope isn't very nice. He's not giving us any, you know, handouts here. And we can't actually revoke this guy's title for some reason. Let's see. Can we revoke Kempten? No. We can revoke Fürstenberg, Hamburg, Teschen, Thuringen, Wurtemberg, or Salzburg. Or kill one of our grandsons. Because he's heir to the county of Awa, which is that place over there that nobody cares about. Fine. Alright. let's end this. We're going to be going over an hour by the time I wrap up, but if you've got any questions, as usual, leave them below. Love to answer some of them for you. If you've got any comments, same place, that'd be great. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you'd like to see more, subscribe button's down there as well. And in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.